Alright, in this tutorial I'll show you how to migrate your WordPress blog posts and pages to Shopify using Excelify app. Let's get started. So for the sake of example, I'll be showing you how to migrate our old Excelify homepage. See, we have many tutorials and documentations here, and I'll be showing you how to migrate this pretty standard WordPress page to Shopify. Alright, so for this, on a WordPress side, we would need to install the plugin which is called All Export. I have it installed already, so just find it in the WordPress plugins. And so yeah, I'll just do here a new export, and here at first we will migrate the posts. So I select posts here, it shows that I have 230 posts, and then I need to click to customize export file. And then here I have to choose which fields I want to export. And for that I have prepared some notes with fields that you are going to need from your WordPress. You can of course include more fields. Anything additional to those will be included as Shopify meta fields. So essentially you will be able to see them in your converted Excel file and also in the Shopify side. So I'll just quickly add those fields. You see ID, title, and content is already there. So we need an excerpt. We can just do it like this, add field here, select this one, save, and the same for all fields. I'll just fast forward. So this is actually a custom field. It's if you are using a Yoast SEO plugin. So in that case, you would need to choose the we can go here in custom fields, and we can just search for this custom field here and also drag it here. In that case, it will allow you to migrate your SEO title and SEO meta description. And as I mentioned, you can add also any other fields that are not amongst them. For example, I'll add just some kind of VP old date or something like that. And okay, when you have added all the fields, you can press continue and assign some friendly name, for example, posts, confirm and run export, and you download to the CSV file here, like that. Okay, so you download this file here, and what you need to do is add the word WordPress posts. So this file name should include the word WordPress and include the word posts, so that that way we know that these are WordPress posts. Okay, and then you drag and drop the file into the Excelify app, and you should see as a confirmation that the format here is recognized as a WordPress. And so here you should see the two sheets generated. One is the blog posts and the other is redirects. So we are generating redirects from your old WordPress blog structure to the Shopify blog structure. That's why each blog post will have its own redirect. And so then assuming that you don't have any blog posts in your store right now, I'll just show you the fastest way to do it by just pressing the import and importing directly them to your Shopify store blog post section. And so what it's doing now, one thing, it's creating those blog posts. You see here the progress, but the other thing is that it's actually downloading for each blog post. It's downloading all the images from your WordPress to a zip file, which you will get at the end of this import. You will have this zip file along with the converted Excelify file. So while it's importing, we can go here to the blog posts and see that indeed they are starting to appear, and these are the Excelify blog posts, as you can see. And when we look at them right now, it has a featured image, it has all the embedded YouTube videos, and basically the same HTML structure. And one important thing is that if you are using Visual Composer on WordPress, we are doing our best to convert those Visual Composer elements to the Shopify elements, so that actually embedded videos will be converted also, and some HTML elements like tables and formatting should also start to appear as a proper HTML in Shopify. And as you can notice here, we have some broken image links. It's because those images are inside the HTML code here. But one thing you will notice is that, for example, here is the image link, and the source is already pointing to the CDN shopify.com. So, and this is something we are doing on our own. We are converting your WordPress image links to the Shopify CDN image links. And once this import is done here, and actually it's already done, we will have this, you see the zip file. And when we download this import results, something awesome will be here prepared for you. So we unzip this file, and here is inside the zip file you will have a folder images, and you see that here are all the images which exist in those blog posts. And of course there is the import results file, which we will look at a bit later. So to solve this broken image problem, let me just open and show you how it looks like now. You see there are broken images, which is expected. And then we go to settings in Shopify store, and we go to files, and then click upload files, find this images folder, select all, and press open so that they get uploaded to your Shopify files section. Now we go back to our new migrated blog post, and we just refresh it, and voila, here are our images. They are now in Shopify. And so in this case, you can, after doing this migration, you can turn off your old WordPress site, and those images will be still here because they are now taken from this Shopify CDN, the image storage inside the Shopify. Okay, and here also, if we refresh it, then it should show us the images like that. All right, so what else? Right, about this import result file. When we open it, it's an Excel file, and here you can see at the bottom there are two sheets, the blog posts and redirects. So these are in the Excelify format, the two Excel sheets. So we are generating the handle. Basically we are taking the same WordPress slug, but you can of course modify it if you need it to be different. So we are bringing some columns from WordPress along with this file, so that you can use the other fields just in case you need them. For example, the WordPress ID, the original URL for the WordPress, the slug, which is the WordPress handle, basically, the title, the author, the summary HTML, which we didn't have, but you could have. And then here is this body HTML, and note that it's converted. So any image links here, for example this one, these are converted to the Shopify CDN. But in case you don't need something to happen to be converted with those HTML, here next to it you have the WordPress content field, which is the original HTML, which we are getting from the WordPress without any conversions. So you see here the image source still points to the old image, and that way, if you didn't want us to convert those HTMLs, you can just copy and paste those values here in the body HTML and import this file again, and so that way it will just stay the same HTML as you had in WordPress. Okay, now next is the tags. We are bringing all the tags over and also the categories, but since in Shopify there's no separate categories field for blog posts, we are using this kind of notation that there is a category and the underscore and, for example, tutorials, right? And that will give you the what some themes support in Shopify, that this will appear as the filter, which will allow you to filter by tag groups basically. And there will be a separate group called category, and under that there will be those values. Of course, here is the WordPress categories unmodified, just in case you need them, and also tags exactly as they come from the WordPress. So you can see that they are here in a bit different format, but we just prepare them here as for Shopify. So then it's whether it's a published or not published blog post, when it was published, when it was updated. Template suffix in case you need to set a specific different template for this blog post, you can do it here. Then all the images and image alt text. Also here we will set the blog, in which blog these posts are being imported, because in Shopify you can have several blogs. So in case you will have several blogs already in the in the Shopify, then we just will assume the first one, but you can change it here. You can change the blog handle and the blog title, and when you import this file, then it will put those blog posts in that other blog. So then here comes the SEO title tag and description tag, and the conversion comment, just in case something was if in case there is some additional information that you need to know about the conversion process. And it shows that everything was okay, important, and those were new blog posts. And you might notice that there is no meta field column here, because the meta field the custom field which I chose from the WordPress, it didn't have any values. So since it was all empty, then the meta field was not added here. But if there will be meta fields, like the custom fields with values, you will see them here appearing as the new columns at the end. And about the redirects, here you can see that there is for each old WordPress link, you have the proper path to the target in Shopify, which is like blog/blog handle, and then comes the blog handle itself. And so those are also imported. That is about the blog posts. But now that's not all, because we also have the pages from WordPress. And it actually works the same exact way, and I have already prepared earlier the same kind of export here with all the fields which are needed for pages. And you will be able to see those fields in our written tutorial on our website, so don't worry, you will have a precise list of those. And just to show, I will add some additional custom field so that we can see how the meta fields work when they get generated. I hope there will be meta fields for those. Okay, and now I'm updating the template. I run the export, confirm and run the export, and that's it. I download the CSV file, and now here let's just delete those. And again, the same as earlier, we need to add the WordPress word to the file name so that it has words. For pages, it needs to have at least WordPress and pages in the file name, and that way the Excelify will know that you are importing WordPress pages. And it's the same way. I'm just dragging and dropping this file into the Excelify, and let me just show you the longer path so that you can prepare some changes before you import the pages. But this works the same way for blog posts and for pages, and actually for products and everything. You can just do the dry run when before importing, and so press import, and it will actually not import anything. It will just convert the data to the Excelify format. So let's just wait a bit for it to finish. Also here it's downloading all your images the same way from your WordPress as it did earlier for blog posts. Okay, so it's done here. So I'm downloading the import results. Nothing is important at this point yet. So if we go to our pages, you'll see that it's empty. So in case you had some pages, it will not overwrite anything. Anyway, it will not delete any of your existing pages, just in case the handle matches any of your existing pages. In that case, it will find this page and it will update it to the new page which you had in this file, just because the handle was the same. So, and again, here we have the same thing. We have all the images and we have import result file. So let's just do the quick demonstration to open this file. And this warning, what you got from the Excel just a seconds ago, it was because there is actually a limitation in Excel for how long the one cell value can be. So in this case, most likely some of the HTMLs are longer than 32,000 characters, and so it cuts them off. Yeah, so you need to be careful with that. If you open this file in Excel and if you edit something, it will cut them off. So basically the suggestion is not to edit this file in Excel. You can edit it in Google Sheets if you need to, and because Google Sheets has the limit of 50,000 characters per cell, so you might get more lucky to have all the contents without cutting them off. But in case if you don't edit this file and you just import it, then it will import just fine. It will not cut anything off. So and here is a little bit different thing, because in WordPress your pages can be in a nested structure, there could be a parent page and then a child pages and then the sub pages, and so which also we can see here in the WordPress URL. Here, for example, we have a contact us, Shopify tutorials, and so on. And then you see there under Shopify tutorials there is a products page, and there's a store copy page, and so on. And so since in Shopify there is a flat structure of the pages, there can't be sub pages, and each page should have a unique handle. So this is how we are solving it. We generate a handle such that it contains all the path to that page, and we separate it with 2 underscores. So in case you need to change it or split it somehow, you can always use find replace to work with this in the Excel or Google Sheets. So, but that will guarantee that each page handle will be unique. And again, some WordPress fields which you might need, the same kind of title, author, body HTML, and then again, if you don't want to use the converted HTML, you can always take the WordPress content and copy it over here, and because this is like unconverted originally as it comes from the WordPress, you see there are these strange square brackets notations which are attempted to be converted using Excelify here. Again, the published, whether it was published or no, you will be able to distinguish that in the Shopify. And here also the SEO, title and description, and here are those additional custom fields which were added as a meta fields. So you can see that the column says meta field, colon, and then comes the WordPress, which is the namespace in a Shopify, then is a dot, and then comes the name of that custom field. So if you don't want them, you can just delete that particular column which you don't want to import, or you can add some other columns which you like if you want some more meta fields. But generally, if you import this, it will go in as a Shopify meta field in that particular WordPress namespace. Alright, and the same thing about the redirects. So each page URL gets redirected to its new page handle and to the specific path where this page will exist in the Shopify. So yeah, without changing anything, we'll just import. In this case, I'll import this same import results file, which is already converted to the Excelify format, so that we don't have to download those images again, because this one is already converted. And then don't click the dry run this time and just press import, and it should start importing the pages. And meanwhile, again, remember when we have the pages, you see they are starting to show up. So the contact us page is without images. And again, we go to files, press upload files, choose here from the images, select all the images and press open. Then they will upload to Shopify files section. Okay, and now we just refresh here on the Shopify side, and boom, we have our contact us page on Shopify blog, or more precisely as a Shopify page, with all the images. Of course, all the look depends on a theme which you are using, and you might need to tweak some things to make it look as you want on Shopify, but at least you have all the content and all the most important elements here. Alright, so and we see that the import is finished with all the pages and redirects. And if you need to edit the redirects, they are found here under online store, navigation, URL redirects, and here they all are, all those like from the old WordPress path to the new Shopify blog or page path. And definitely, if something doesn't work as you need it to work, or you run into any issues, please reach us out to our support. Here on our webpage, there is a contact us section. We have a web chat, and also from the app here at the bottom there is a chat where you can reach us anytime, and you can write us emails, you can reach us in a Slack workspace. So just don't hesitate if you have any trouble or misunderstanding, or like something doesn't work, reach us out and we will be there to help you. Thank you so much, and see you around and inside the Excelify app. Bye.